Do you have a favorite television ad? Is there a certain radio jingle that has caught your interest lately? Marketers are constantly searching for promotional ways to gain your attention. You should remember that promotion is one of the elements of the marketing mix, or of the 4 Ps from our previous lesson. The promotional mix is made up of advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, and public relations. The ultimate goal of promotion is to have the consumer purchase a product or service. If the business is a nonprofit, then the main goal would be to convince the consumer to make a donation or take action. A model exists concerning how a marketer can attain a promotional goal. This model is called the Aida concept, A-I-D-A. The acronym stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. These are the various stages that a consumer moves through when confronted with a promotional message. The main thrust of the model is that consumers respond to a promotional message via cognitive thinking, affective feeling, and cognitive doing methods. Let's take you through an example based on a ninja consumer out for a day at the boardwalk. The first way a marketer can get the ninja's attention is through perhaps a delicious smell, a vivid sign, or loud music. Then the marketer should have an excellent salesperson ready to demonstrate or explain the product. Lastly, a good advertisement should target the ninja to create desire for the marketer's ninja hotcake bars. We can take this example and further break it down into the Aida model. If the consumer does not know that the marketer's product exists, then they will never consider purchasing the item. The marketer must gain the target market's attention. Many companies use teaser ads to get consumers to pay attention, such as Infiniti Automobiles. When the car company first launched, they broadcasted a series of ads that did not show any cars. The ads were of gorgeous outdoor images and beautiful music. Many consumers stopped what they were doing and viewed these ads because it caught their attention. Another example of getting a consumer's attention would be how large warehouse clubs and supermarkets use their fresh bakery smells to stimulate purchases by getting the consumers attracted to the product through their sense of smell. Lastly, many retailers use large visual images in ads to invite consumers to come into their store to sense of smell. Lastly, many retailers use large visual images in ads to invite consumers to come into their store to shop. Once the consumer is now aware of the product, the next challenge for the marketer is to create interest. A consumer that is aware of a product does not always necessarily go ahead and purchase the product. The marketer needs to get the consumer interested enough to desire to purchase the product. One key way a marketer can generate an interest would be for the consumer to get hands-on experience with the product through demonstrations. The ninja could have a product taste sample of the hotcake bars. They were attracted to the store from the smell. Now they need to taste the sample. Companies like Apple rely on stores with the product easily accessible for consumers to gain interest through hands-on experience. Another way marketers can get their target market is to court early adopters. Early adopters are consumers who are the first to buy the product, and hence other consumers depend on them for their product advice. Early adopters can be consumers who have a large disposable income, a celebrity, or even an average consumer who has a deep interest in a specific category. Companies will even pay celebrities to carry or use their products to create interest in their target market. Once the consumer has developed interest in the product, the marketer must then step up their persuasion techniques and create consumer desire. Our ninja is now aware of the new hot ninja cakes and has taste tested a sample at a local shop, which has resulted in much interest. The ninja now wants or desires a box of hot cakes for dessert. Desire usually is a want for a specific branded product. A marketer doesn't want the ninja to have a want for food and not buy a hot cake. The marketer wants to create a desire for their specific product by convincing the consumer that the hotcakes are the best solution to satisfy their hunger needs. Companies try to promote exclusivity or special brand bonuses that the consumer will get by purchasing their product. For example, Apple creates a desire for their products by creating new versions frequently, offering special options such as the iTunes Store for music and apps, and also showcasing state-of-the-art bonuses such as an eye scanner for security. Once the marketer has moved the consumer through the first 3 steps, it's up to a bundle of final techniques to get the consumer to actually take action and purchase the product. The last part of the Aida model is to have the consumer take part in a cognitive thinking sequence called action. There are different ways that a marketer can motivate a consumer to take action and purchase the product. The most popular ways are for companies to use promotions and price discounts to invite the consumer to buy. The second way marketers can motivate consumers is by communicating the product's features and benefits. The consumer will go through all of the Aida steps with high involvement products such as technology, vacations, and new home purchases. Consumers might quickly skip a step with low involvement purchases such as buying a pack of gum or a water bottle.